Tracking severe storms in far western Oklahoma, and we're going to be seeing these storms really evolve towards the east as we go over the next few hours for tonight. But let's talk about what's going on right now. Of course, we do have these storms up in Kansas. That's where I'm expecting more scattered storms, but still isolated severe storms across really far western Oklahoma. Of course, our storm chasers, they are out keeping an eye on the skies, a view from the ground to give us a better idea of what these storms are doing. Overall, they are starting to move into an area that's just a bit more favorable to see these storms start to increase and uptick a bit. We have one severe storm here. This is to the south of Arnett and to the north of Cheyenne. We have storm chaser Shane Helton. He's been keeping an eye on this storm. And Shane, what's the latest that you're seeing?
Well, we had to move just a little bit south because of the road networks here, but as we get closer to the storm, we'll be able to give you a better information. But I can tell you that there is still a nice lowering underneath this storm. It's got a lot of motion still. It's not got any real rotation yet, but it is definitely coming together. It's still a strong storm, probably making some hail and things like that. So if you're in front of this storm, be ready for it. Sabrina, back to you.
And we know, Shane, you are going to be keeping an eye on this storm closely. Latest update from the National Weather Service with this one severe thunderstorm warning. They put a tornado tag on it. So that doesn't mean that a tornado is happening right now, but it lets us know, hey, there's enough spin in the atmosphere that we very well need to be watching it, really closely here as it continues to evolve and move farther towards the east. Here's a closer picture right here. Right now, here's Highway 283 Crawford and Roll. We're zooming in just a bit closer, taking a look at what the spin is doing in the atmosphere, the winds, very broad rotation just to the west of Crawford. So again, watching this closely, this storm also warned for 70-mile-per-hour winds and golf ball sized hail. Also watching for storms in southwest parts of the state. These have continued to grow quite a bit. Just to the north of Hollis, this will be moving closer towards Granite and eventually up towards Hobart. So overall, these storms are continuing to move into an atmosphere that these storms are going to be continuing to grow. Let's take a look at that severe thunderstorm watch as we go over the next few hours across northwest Oklahoma until 10 o'clock for tonight. Walking throughout Predictor, still expecting those storms north of I-40 to continue to push off towards the east, and still watching those storms in southwestern parts of Oklahoma. Once we get to after 7, 8 o'clock, I'm really going to be focusing on those storms up in Kansas as they continue to drop down across far northern parts of the state. We're going to be continuing throughout the night, and I think by the time that we get to about midnight, that severe weather threat really going to be winding down. Yes, there's still going to be some storms out there, especially northern Oklahoma, but that severe weather risk really diminishing. If those storms are able to hold together, OKC, you could hear a few rumbles of thunder closer to about 1, 2 a.m. By tomorrow morning, we're going to be pretty quiet. Here's that severe risk across northwestern Oklahoma, that enhanced threat. And with that, we're looking at some winds 70 to even 80 miles an hour. Very isolated chance for seeing a wind gust over 90 miles an hour. Large hail also a possibility. Golf ball to tennis ball sized hail. Remember, overall, not every storm will be seeing this. Not everyone will be seeing this, but we do have the right things in the atmosphere that they could produce these risks here. Tornado risk, a 4 across far northwestern Oklahoma. So this risk is going to be continuing now into the overnight. Again, dangerously strong winds, large hail, that isolated tornado risk. And again, remember, not everyone is going to be seeing these storms, but the right ingredients are there in the atmosphere that very well could come together. That's why we're letting you know here on KOCO. 87 right now in OKC. So central Oklahoma, you are mainly just hot. You are windy. A lot of us are in the 80s, even some 90s across western parts of the state and towards the south, fueling those storms. Tonight, really not going to be dropping all that much. We'll be in the upper 60s. Tomorrow, once again, another hot day. It'll be sunny outside. Those winds out of the south still pretty breezy, around 20 to 30 miles an hour. Tomorrow, I think we very well could see our first 90-degree day of the year for central Oklahoma, even close to 100s farther towards the west. So that severe weather threat continuing for tonight. Tomorrow, going to be exceptionally hot. But then we're also talking about more severe storms. Watching Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for more risks across the state, and then even more storm chances into next weekend.